It's an exciting time for Port St. Lucie as the city's new strategic plan unfolds and the direction for the city's future is becoming clearer every day. So much has happened over the city's 53-year history, and all of it makes Port St. Lucie the special place it is today. But there is much more to come as the city changes and prepares for the future. The city's strategic plan is needed to make sure city officials at every level understand their role and their goal as the city progresses.
The idea is that over the long term, we make the city the best that it possibly can, and that's basically what a strategic plan is. It focuses everybody's attention, and it tends to make sure that everybody's on the same page.
The idea of following a strategic plan seems so simple, but it takes a lot of hard work if the plan is going to add value to a community.
If somebody is coming to invest in the community, they want to make sure their investment is going to be protected, whether it be an individual homeowner to a business choosing to invest. A strategic plan can give guidance to the direction. Can the council modify it? You bet. But it provides some sense of direction that this community really knows where it's going.
One of the top priorities of the Port St. Lucie Strategic Plan is the McCarty Ranch annexation project. The city purchased McCarty Ranch in 2013 and incorporated the land into Port St. Lucie city limits, expanding the city's area to 121 square miles. The primary reason the city needs these 5 square miles is to use it as a water storage and treatment facility to help meet the city's water demands for decades to come.
There are 3 particularly important aspects of that property. And number 1, those existing rock mining pits or lakes can easily be converted and will be converted to use as drinking water reservoirs. The second important point about the property is its very close proximity to the C-23 canal and the city's need to look at alternative water sources.
But another, more immediate use of the property will be to create a nature-themed park where residents can go fishing, canoeing, hiking, horseback riding, or maybe even BMX biking on a maze of dirt trails. And all of it would be among native Florida habitats that remain unspoiled.
For the city in general, there will be countless opportunities for the community to enjoy passive recreation and just to simply enjoy Mother Nature.
3,107 acres is a lot of room for outdoor activities, yet only a small part of that will be used for water supply.
The water treatment plant and any storage facilities related to that above ground will encompass approximately 25 acres. And any connecting pipe work that will go from the treatment plant to those wells and or back will all be underground.
McCarty Ranch will be valued by future generations, offering them a look at old Florida. With the new strategic plan, city employees are now transforming McCarty Ranch into a public recreational destination. Trails have been cleared, events are being planned, and an opening date has been set. Even a publicity campaign to tell people about McCarty Ranch has begun. McCarty Ranch is named after Charles Tobin McCarty, known as CT. He began growing pineapples on the land in the 1880s, and the McCarty family owned the ranch for many years, selling the last piece of it in 2004. The family was influential in St. Lucie County and throughout Florida, with CT's grandson, Dan, becoming the state's 31st governor in 1953. CT's other grandson, John, managed the family ranch for many years and was keenly aware of its value to future generations as an environmental resource and potential water supply.
C.T. McCarty was my great-grandfather on my father's side. I do recall very vivid conversations with Dad, how he would say to me, when we would look at aerial maps and study, what was going on, he would say, "Honey, they're going to extend Gatlin Boulevard, and it's just right there. And Port St. Lucie could just be right here at Range Line Road, but now it's going to be a reservoir, and I find it intriguing that that's what Dad always wanted.
So now it's our turn, and the people of today also understand the land's importance. Our leaders have a strategic plan to build on the legacy of the McCartys and make a better community for the future.
The idea is that over the long term, we make the city the best that it possibly can. One of the things that we do know is that water is a precious commodity in the state of Florida. And therefore, in order for us to provide water for the future, for the next 50 to 100 years, we purchased the McCarty Ranch. And its primary function is for the purpose of storing water, taking it out of the C-23 canal, storing it during the wet season, and then being able to use it during the dry season to make sure that we have enough water for future generations.
Daddy would say, no, honey, no. They're going to leave this as wonderful lakes, and you will see in your lifetime, water is going to be an issue. Water is going to be the most important thing, and this property is going to have lots of water. So he would be tickled to death. I think that the city of Port St. Lucie owns that, and it's going to keep it as water.
The McCarty Ranch concept is just one component in the city of Port St. Lucie's new 15-year strategic plan, but it's an important one that connects the city's past, present, and future. So join us when we open thousands of acres of old Florida to the public later this year. Then take a closer look at your Florida environment. You'll get to know your city a little better when you do.